There are two types of businesses that entrepreneurs can make: product-based and service-based. Here's an example of a product-based business. The business, Belle Vie, sells luxury bottle openers at $50 per unit. Using this information, let's plug this into our product-based business equation. The equation is Q times P minus C is greater than F. If this equation is true, then a product-based business has financial stability. Let's think about this in terms of the bottle opener. Q is quite simply the quantity sold per unit time, so in the case of the bottle opener, the amount of openers sold per year. P is the total money that the company receives when it sells one unit, in this case, $50. C is the cost that it takes the company to manufacture each unit, in this case, let's say $20. P minus C is $30, and that, by the way, is called the gross margin. Lastly, F stands for the fixed cost that the company pays to operate, whether or not they sell any units, in this case, $400,000 a year. Let's say the company manufactures and sells 20,000 units per year, which is $50 per unit minus $20 per unit manufacturing cost. According to the expression, our total must be greater than 400,000, which is the fixed cost to operate. This total works out to 600,000, which is greater than 400,000, and which gives you a $200,000 profit. According to this equation, the Belle Vie Bottle Opener Company is financially viable. But what about service-based businesses? Let's use an example. This company, Gridium, is a service-based business in the US, which helps companies make decisions on energy efficiency and network problems. How does a company like Gridium determine whether it is financially viable or not? Service-based businesses have a different equation that they work by, which is LTV is greater than CAC. LTV stands for Customer Lifetime Value, and CAC stands for Customer Acquisition Cost. So, if lifetime value exceeds acquisition cost, then we have a sustainable service-based business. Note that the average customer lifetime value is made up of a wide range of factors. One of these is churn rate, which is the amount of customers that the company loses each month. Obviously, the lesser the churn rate, the higher the lifetime value of the customer. Service fees per unit time are the monthly premiums that the customers will have to pay, whether that's $50 a month or $100 a month. Then you have the duration of engagement of each customer, which is on average how long each customer stays affiliated with the company. Lastly, a customer may buy more than one service from the business. A company must then consider the additional services adopted by a customer and must consider the customer in the total value that he gives to the company. As an example, LTV has a consumer lifetime value per customer of $5,000 and their customer acquisition cost is $3,000 generated through advertising, etc. Their LTV is greater than their CAC, and therefore Gridium has reached corporate sustainability. Lastly, here are the survival rates of some startups, service-based and product-based. The data collected shows US startups created from 1994 to 2013. 1 year post-creation. The data shows that 1 year post-creation, almost 80% of businesses were still alive. However, 10 years after creation, this number had fallen to 33%, roughly a 50% drop over a 9-year period. This means, 10 years after creation, that roughly 70% of all startups fail because they're not financially viable. This means that roughly 33% of all companies, 10 years post-creation, got their finance equations right and are still financially viable. These are low margins in the real world, but nothing that an entrepreneur cannot do.